All right, ladies and gentlemen, get in here, get in here, get in here. Whew, this is too much. All right, it's so much that I am still trying to wrap my head around this particular lineup. Yes, between Patti LaBelle and Jennifer Holliday. I mean, it is too much. It is so much. So right now, I'm here to tell you, I just got to take a breather right now. This might be a tad bit controversial for a lot of people, right? I really truly think that I'm going to ruffle a few feathers. So let me just get myself together. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Thank you for clicking the thumbnail here at Ayo Pep. I really and truly do appreciate it. I'm yours truly, Pep. Yes, that's right. And I am giving you guys the news and entertainment of mine and your favorite R&B diva of today and yesterday. That's right. Just letting you guys know that I was Patti LaBelle, or I am Patti LaBelle, and working out the kinks on their page over there. So now, right now, I'm uploading over here as Ayo Pep. That's right. I started an R&B series over there, and so I'm picking up over here right now while I work out the kinks. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. And not only that, over here I have a call of action. That's right. I have a call of action to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's right. And I do appreciate you guys watching. I really and truly do. You know what's up as it relates to YouTube, right? We need those subscribers, we need those likes, we need those shares and comments. That's how we are able to give you the content that you enjoy and continue to be able to provide that for you. Your part would be, of course, to hit the share, like, as well as the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Yes, over here at Ayo Pep, I really and truly do appreciate it. Over here, we focus on who is your favorite R&B diva and why. That's right. Why the R&B diva? Why? Why do I love the R&B diva so much? It could be any particular singer. It could be both male and female singers of different genres. Yes, it could be. But for me, it's the R&B diva. Is it the way she dressed? Yes. Is it the way she looks? Yes. Is it the way she moves? Yes, it is. Is it the way she sings? Yes. It's all of the above. It is the way she sings, or should I say sang? Now, I've said this about a previous R&B divas that I've talked about, but I'm here to tell you these two right here are definitely some singing sisters. I mean, they are definitely very, very powerful singers, each one in their own right. So let's talk about this. As I said, I am pairing up, and I have a list of R&B divas I am pairing up, but I'm not pairing up as a sense of competition. No, over here we look at it as contribution. However, I'm saying to myself, who can I put in the same category as a Patti LaBelle? And I know some of you out there will probably think Aretha Franklin. I love Riri. I love Riri a lot. As I told you, I am listening to some of her music. I've been listening to it for the past 2 weeks, and I am just really and truly digging her music. I love it. Yes, I do. But I just don't think vocally, oh gosh, see, this is where it's about to get controversial. I just don't think vocally she can stand up to a Patti LaBelle. I mean, we've all seen, whether we've seen her in concert or if we've seen her like perform live on television, right? Patti LaBelle is a vocal phenomenon. She truly is. And to me, Patti LaBelle is the kind of singer who when she is no longer with us, like, she's not here, Patti LaBelle would have left all of herself on the stage. Like, she's the one, when you're thinking about basketball and football players and how they're saying, you know what, leave it, you put your all out there on the field and all out there on the court. I mean, Patti LaBelle is going to go down in history as that singer who definitely, she left the gift here. Right? Like, she made sure that she used it, and she was not going to do anything less than that. And she has done this, or used her vocal prowess unapologetically. She's done that. And I just don't see anybody who could stand up to her. Not even Whitney Houston. See, that's why this is going to be so controversial. I feel it, because I'm already saying Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin cannot stand up against her. I'm already saying Whitney Houston can. And we know how we feel about Whitney Houston. Like, Whitney Houston is a voice that is not going to be emulated anytime soon. I just don't see it. Oh, I understand what's going on with J-Lo and all of that, and how we feel about J-Lo singing I Will Always Love You. I'm gonna move it right along from that. It is what it is. But I couldn't find anyone. So there I am thinking, and I was just about to do a video just with Patti LaBelle by herself and just say, hey, there's no one who can compare. There's no one who could really and truly stand toe to toe with Patti vocally. Now, I'm talking about vocally, not a competition. I'm talking about as far as sounds. Okay. And I said, it hit me. Jennifer Holliday and Patti LaBelle. These two divas, like, it can work. This is what I'm saying to myself, like, it can work. It truly could work. And I'm saying to myself, what song though? What song in these ladies' catalog would I say, all right, I got the vocals kind of similar. And I know those of you out there are going to say, no. Patti LaBelle is this kind of soprano, and Jennifer Holliday is this kind of singer, and this, that, and the other, and these two don't match up and line up, so you can't compare them. No, I'm talking about these sisters has depth, they have height, they have width. These ladies have range to me. Like, and Jennifer Holliday is also, yes, she is. Jennifer Holliday is also another singer who leaves it on the stage. She's been there. She's been on the stage. Okay. And so, anywho, so I'm thinking about what song. Well, I was going to say for Jennifer Holliday, it would have been the song I'm on Your Side, released from her 1991 Arista Records album, I'm on Your Side. And I was like, okay. Then I said, well, who? Patti LaBelle, If Only You Knew, or Somebody Loves You, Baby? And I was like, nah, that's not it. And then I said to myself, well, Jennifer Holiday's And I Am Telling You is her signature song. So then what would be Patti LaBelle's signature song? Somewhere Over the Rainbow, or Over the Rainbow, however you want to call it. I put Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but the song is Over the Rainbow. And I was like, yep, that's Patti LaBelle's signature song. So I said, that's it. That's what I said. I said, that's it. This is how these two have their verses, so to speak. Patti LaBelle versus Jennifer Holliday, Over the Rainbow, and I Am Telling You. So before we get into what I think about these divas and how they compare, then let's just take a minute and talk about, well, when did the song come up? How did these signature songs come about for each one of these ladies? Now, Patti LaBelle was Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, right? In 1966. I think this is when she first started to sing the song. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Somewhere Over the Rainbow was written like in the 1930s or something like that. Judy Garland, with the Wizard of Oz and all of that. So the song was written for that movie. That's what we know it from. Some people have said it's a song that sometimes has been sung, at funerals because of the theme of the song and what have you. And it became, I guess, a staple for Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. It was, I guess you could say, their signature song until they became LaBelle. And of course, we know that under that name, we have Lady Marmalade. And so it is what it is, Very powerful, popular, song for LaBelle. So when Patti LaBelle went solo, I think some people said that it was a song that was included in her solo performances after she left LaBelle. However, we're talking about musically on disc for her career. It shows up on her 1981 The Spirits in It album. That's when it shows up in her catalog, like her catalog, her solo catalog. And in 1982, Jennifer Holliday comes onto the scene, of course, with the song. She's a part of the Dreamgirls cast. And of course, we know she was not the original Dream Girl. If I'm not mistaken, I think Nell Carter was actually slated for the role of Effie, but Nell Carter left the role in order to be to get to work on Give Me a Break. So Nell Carter declined it. Now I think Jennifer Lewis was just a part of the workshop as far as getting it, I guess, off the ground. I think she was going to play Effie, or she was a part of the workshop. So there you have it. And then, of course, we have the other Jennifer Hudson. She comes out when the movie is released, the actual Dreamgirls movie. And Jennifer Hudson, of course, brought back, and I am telling you, to, a new audience of people. So it's 1982. So these two signature songs here for these divas are definitely 1 year after the other. So for Patti LaBelle, we're going to say 1981, The Spirits in It album, correct? Then we're going to say for Jennifer Holliday, it's 1982 for Jennifer Holliday. This is something that I'm also finding interesting, is that these things are not intended. I don't intend to do it. It's just something that pops up in my head. And then I go and I do a tad bit of research, and I see that these ladies actually have more in common than I think. I'm talking about the ladies who I, pair up together. So it's nothing intentional. It's just really and truly serendipitous for me. Anywho, moving right along from that. So we have the signature song, Jennifer Holliday. It's a powerhouse. Now people are asking for more of Patti LaBelle. We expect her to sing the song Over the Rainbow every show. Every show we expect her to sing Over the Rainbow. And here's the thing. Why not? Because we understand at this moment in time in Patti LaBelle's career, Patti LaBelle has gotten to the point now where she really and truly is developing not only her musical career, right, her solo career, because it's about to get a kickstart, because I think it's in 1983. Is it 1983? If Only You Knew is released for Patti LaBelle. Isn't it 1983? On what's the name of the song? Yes, it's 1983. 1983. So after this, in 1983, Patti LaBelle releases If Only You Knew and Love, Need, and Want. Now, here's the interesting thing. This is just a little bit of background information for those of you who don't know. If I'm not mistaken, these are the things that are in the top of my head, because, of course, as you guys know over here, I just remember all of these things as a child growing up who was just drawn to music. I was reading album covers, as far as the credits and all that's concerned. I was going to, looking in the back of Jet magazine to see the top 20 singles and albums. Yes, my grandmother had Jet magazines, mailed to us. And so I was always reading the Jet and the Ebony and the Essence magazines. And then I would stay in front of the television set to watch the top 20 video soul countdown with Donnie Simpson, video vibrations. You know what I'm talking about. If you are definitely a product of the 80s, you guys will have a flashback as well and say, man, I remember those shows. I remember the top 20 countdown and all of that. But anyway, so moving right along, that's how I remember all of this stuff. So Patti LaBelle, if I'm not mistaken, was not signed to Philadelphia International Records in 1983 when that record was released. I don't even think Patti LaBelle had a recording contract. If I'm not mistaken, I think these were songs that were left over. And so they just put these songs together and say, hey, we have these songs, let's put them out, blah, blah, blah. So Patti LaBelle was without a record company at the time. And she had what? I think If Only You Knew went to number one, didn't it? Isn't If Only You Knew? Is a number one song for Patti LaBelle. It has to be. It just has to be. I don't remember it not going to number one. I think it's definitely a number one song for her. But anywho, so that's what happened. Matter of fact, I'm looking at something right now. Said it was number one for 4 weeks. 4 weeks, that single was a number one record for her. So as you can see, Patti LaBelle is now coming into her own, right? In the 1980s, early 1980s, right? And Jennifer Holliday is coming onto the scene on Broadway with Dreamgirls. So these two ladies' signature song is actually becoming apparent right now on the brink of the 1980s. Isn't that interesting? Because that's what we focus on over here too, is the divas of the 1980s. And so we know that Patti LaBelle, what we know about Patti LaBelle? Well, we know that Patti LaBelle released the single If Only You Knew, and then she released another single, Love Needed One. I think Love Needed and Want went to like a top 20 single, if I'm not mistaken. And then Philadelphia International released another record called Patti, and it's another staple song that we love by Patti. It's called If You Don't Know Me By Now. That was in 1985. So she's leaving, of course, she's not on Philadelphia International Records. So it will be in 1986 when she released the platinum Winner in You with the platinum single On My Own. Now that's what we see about Jennifer Holliday, right? Now, that's 1982. Just like Patti LaBelle, Jennifer Holliday is releasing songs in 1983 as well. And she released actually it's a top 40 hit on the pop charts, right? It's called I Am Love. It's a top 40 pop hit, and I Am Love reaches number two on the R&B charts. Another song that I like about Jennifer Holliday at this time is another song on that record called Just Let Me Wait. I love it. I love the song a lot. So now, Jennifer Holliday is going to release singles in 1985. In 1985, she releases Say You Love Me, the album, in 1985. And then she releases another record, Get Close to My Love, in 1987. Now, here's the thing that we need to know about Jennifer Holliday's career. All right. And this might be the reason why Jennifer Holliday is not the household name she could have been when it comes to album sales or record sales. She would tell you that the record companies pretty much told her, like directly, like in her face, made it known that they were not going to shoot any videos for her singles. Like they just wasn't. So that's the reason why you don't see any videos for Jennifer Holliday, because they was like, hey, listen here, it's your weight. It's just what it is. We just don't see you being marketable because of your weight. Now, get this. They don't see her being marketable because of her size, her weight. and yet she gets a number one record, and she gets the Grammy Awards and all of that stuff. You see, it's just interesting to see that she proved that she could sell records, and at the same time, now they go, well, you're not appealing enough. We don't know how to market you. And the same thing. Ooh, I didn't think about that. See, that's why I say I do these and not even really think about it. Patti LaBelle had the same issue. Now that I think about it, she had the same issue with her image, that she was not considered to be an attractive woman. If you're familiar with Patti LaBelle, career, she has said that the guy was like, nope, not interested in you. You're unattractive. I don't like you, and made a comment about her nose or something like that. No, 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 no. And then all of a sudden, she belts out her songs, her notes, and guess what? The guy's like, oh gosh. And then that's how we get Belle or LaBelle, because she sings beautifully. So interesting, isn't it? Well, the ladies continued to go on in their career, and by 1991, Jennifer Holliday is signed to Arista Records. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, because I definitely remember Jennifer Holliday coming out in 1991. I actually bought the record, and I love the Jennifer Holliday record, I'm on Your Side. My favorite song is a single on there called More and More. I love it. But she also has an Ashford and Simpson song on there called It's In There. Oh my gosh. I like all the songs on that record. But the point that I was trying to make is, I think Jennifer Holliday was signed to Arista Records in 1988. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she has been quoted as saying that what made her really and truly want to lose the weight is that she was going to attend an event, and she just couldn't find a dress, the right kind of dress for her, in her size, and that's when she, made up in her mind that she was going to lose weight, and she did. By the way, she looked great on that album cover. I'm on Your Side was released as a single, and that single, I think it was top 10. I think I'm on Your Side was a top 10 single for her. I could be wrong. I don't think so. I think the song was top 10. And I think the record for her went into maybe like the top 30. Could have been a bigger hit for her. It was a song originally recorded by Angela Bofield, who is also the writer on that record. Anyway, moving right along, and then they released another single off that record called Love Stories. Love Stories, that song on there. So anyway, that's it. And of course, we know what Patti LaBelle will go on to do in 1980 with the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack, with New Attitude and Stir It Up. Then, of course, with Winter in You. Then with Be Yourself, and then Flame. Wait a minute. Flame came out in 1991 as well. Oh, this is getting interesting. It sure did. No, not Flame. It's Burning. It's Burning. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I knew it. Another comparison. So in 1991, these divas released another record that same year, Patti LaBelle with Burning. Patti LaBelle released Burning. That's the one that has Somebody Loves You Baby on it. Feels Like Another One that has Big Daddy Kane on it. And what's the other? She had three. When You've Been Blessed Feels Like Heaven. The record did well for her, and it ends up getting Patti LaBelle nominated for a Grammy, and tying with being the recipient of the Grammy with Lisa Fischer. Don't worry, you guys. Lisa Fischer is definitely coming up over here. We're going to talk about Lisa Fischer. I know you're waiting on me to get to the part where I'm going to tell you who has a better song. And hold on, I'm almost there. So the two ladies released records that year. Jennifer Holliday, well, let's just say Clive Davis has a lot of things going on over there at Arista Records because Whitney Houston has also released I'm Your Baby Tonight a year previously in 1990, and they are definitely trying hard to make that record stick. It's just not sticking. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about living up to, the amount of weeks singles stayed on the charts, for her 1985 and 1987 release for Whitney as well as Whitney Houston. So they're trying to mimic that, and it's not really happening for her, but it's still a great record nevertheless. Whitney Houston's I'm Your Baby Tonight is a great record. So without further ado, who wins? Or is there a winner? Which one do I like? Let's see. Well, I think this is going to be interesting. I think that it's not a tie. It's not a tie. Is it a tie? Well, it depends on how you look at it. I would say that when it comes down to the actual recording, Jennifer Holliday wins. Jennifer Holliday's And I Am Telling You is definitely the song you want to have in your collection. It is like the actual song, the recorded song is a song you want to have in your collection. She sings her behind off on that song. She put her stank on that song. Jennifer Holliday does. And then she lives up to it on stage. She did it. So it goes to Jennifer Holliday. However, when it comes down to performing live, Patti LaBelle wins hands down. When she sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow, she wins. So the thing that would probably make Patti LaBelle win this outright would be that Patti LaBelle would have to re-record that song, right? And she would have to re-record the song and perform it the same way she would perform live. Then she would win. Interesting. I didn't think I would come to that conclusion, but I do. I think that's it. That's how they win. So it's undecided. It's undecided. Perhaps. Undecided, perhaps. I think it's undecided. I think it's undecided. I think that the jury is still out, right? Right. The jury is still out. The jury is still out. It's undecided. The jury is still out. It's still out. It's still out on that one. Because we don't know if Patti LaBelle performs this record, if she records this record and records it the same way, so Jennifer Holliday is the winner. That's right. Jennifer Holliday wins. Jennifer Holliday wins. All right, we're going to give it to Jennifer Holliday. Jennifer Holliday wins. It's what it is. Sorry, that's why I said this was controversial. I know, but this is my thought about it. Because again, I consider all kinds of aspects here. I just don't know about Patti LaBelle's version being just that huge, sorry, Patti. I know this hurts so bad because it's the signature song. It's a signature song. So we need Patti LaBelle to definitely record this record. And she needs to have had recorded this record, and made it what it needed to be. I know I know some people play it and they say, no, you're wrong because she's recorded it in 1981. Yeah, I know, but yeah, I'm going to have to go with Jennifer Holliday. And I'm telling you, for all of the reasons I just said, she put her stank on it in the studio. She delivered it every single night. So it's Jennifer Holliday. But as I said, this is not competition. This is contribution. It is. And as I said before, you guys, I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I thank you for clicking the thumbnail here at Ayo Pep. I appreciate you guys stopping by here and hanging out with me as I discuss the news and entertainment of our favorite R&B divas of today and yesterday. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Don't forget that call of action. Yes, get into that 1,000 subscribers here over here at Ayo Pep. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to leave a message. You know these are your favorite divas. They're my favorite divas. I appreciate it. I really and truly do. And don't forget, over here at Ayo Pep, we believe in you, us, putting our behind where our heart desires to be. Yes. If you want to act, then get out on that stage and act right now. I'm here to tell you, with all of the technology we have, with people, doing different kinds of cinematography and all of that. And these two ladies have appeared in film and in television. So if acting is your thing, then by all means, act. If singing is your thing, sing. Whatever it is, if writing is your thing, write. Put your behind where your heart desires to be. And as always, I love you, but God loves you best. And on that note, I will see you. I'll see you next video. I look forward to seeing you the next video. Take care.